Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and in today's video I'm going to be reconstructing and breaking down Yiheng Wang's 1.08 Asian record 2x2 average from Thailand Championships 2023. Now I'm aware that this average happened over a month ago now actually, and I know I'm quite late to the party. However, I recently only just got a chance to have a look at this average and reconstruct it myself, and after looking at it there are quite a few nice big brain solutions that we all can learn from. On top of that, you guys really seem to like my reconstruction videos, and therefore I just thought, why not bring it now? Better late than never, I guess. The cube Yiheng used for this average is a GAN 251 Pro, which is at the moment not quite my main cube of choice. However, it is really good and probably the most popular 2x2 on the market right now. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get straight into solve 1. Alright, so here's the first scramble, and on this scramble right here, Yiheng ended up getting a 0.86, which eventually would end up counting towards his average. Now right off the bat, this scramble actually doesn't look that amazing. There is this 2-move face on green right here, however it doesn't look all that promising besides that. But when you look deeper into this 2-move green face right here, you notice that you can build an EG1 face with R prime F prime, and the first 2 moves of this EG1 are F, R2. Therefore, we have a nice cancellation here. The alg just goes like this for the rest of it. U prime AUF. Now even though the scramble was quite lucky with the massive cancellation, I'd say that Yiheng executed the solve really well. Anyway, let's move on to solve 2 now. Alright, so here's the second scramble, and on this scramble right here, Yiheng got a 1.34. This is actually a rather unfortunate time for this scramble, as we'll see right now. So essentially, Yiheng went for the pretty straightforward 3-move yellow layer right here, and that gives you left soon or anti-soon or whatever you want to call it. Essentially, after doing this 3-move layer, he did a U prime and went into this left soon algorithm with a U prime AUF. However, he had quite a few lockups in between this algorithm, and overall it just wasn't a great flowing solve. Now it goes without saying that despite all of those lockups, it's rather impressive that he was able to get a 1.3 on this solve. However, as we'll see later, he ends up counting this 1.3, which prevents him from getting a sub 1 average, which this average really had potential of. Anyway, enough blabbering about this one, let's move on to solve 3. Alright then, here's the third scramble, on which Yiheng ended up getting a 2.90, which was his worst solve unfortunately. Now on this scramble right here, Yiheng ended up ignoring all of the bars and just went for a 3-move face on yellow. If you do an R move here, and then do a U to connect this and then do an F, it's actually a 3-move yellow face, and then you're left with this EG1 with a U prime AUF, which is pretty good. However, somewhere in the middle of his algorithm here, Yiheng unfortunately ends up like locking up and then dropping the cube and then having to fix it at the end, which unfortunately all resulted in a pretty bad time of a 2.90. Overall, I'd say the solution on this solve was actually really good, but some unfortunate circumstances made it his worst solve. Anyway, now let's move on to solve 4. Alright, so here's the fourth scramble right here, and on this scramble right here, Yiheng ended up getting a 0.85, which was the best time of his average. Now this solve probably has the most interesting solution out of this average. He starts by inserting this blue piece with RU prime R prime and ends up cancelling into this blue piece right here. This leaves you with this pretty easy CLL case. However, instead of just inserting the last piece like this, Yiheng goes with L prime, U to L, U, and then sledges it in to basically cancel into the CLL and finish with a U prime AUF. Now this kind of solution is something I'd probably never in my life think of one-looking, and the fact that he was able to one-look that and execute that in 0.85 seconds is just beyond impressive to me. Anyway, now let's move on to the final solve. Alright then, here's scramble 5, the final scramble. On this solve, Yiheng gets a 1.05 to secure the 1.08 Asian record average. Alright, so on this scramble right here, instead of doing something along the lines of this white bar right here, Yiheng actually does a 4-move green layer, which is actually such a good solution. Essentially, what he does is a U prime to basically move this piece out of the way, then he does an R prime, U, F prime, and he's just left with F sexy F prime. But instead of doing a U2 F sexy F prime, what Yiheng does instead is R prime U prime sledge U R, which is basically just an alt alg for that, and he's just left with a U2 AUF from that angle itself. In my opinion, that was a very solid solve with very solid execution to secure a 1.08 Asian record average. Now what can we learn from Yiheng and this average? First of all, it's good to know alternate algorithms for each of your CLL and EG cases. Secondly, for 2x2, it's important to think out of the box and just look beyond bars to find some hidden cool gem solutions. Finally, and probably the most important thing we can learn from him actually is just turn fast, bro. So yep, that's pretty much it for my reconstruction of Yiheng Wang's 1.08 Asian record 2x2 average. I know he might just beat this in like 2 days from now and this video will be outdated, but for now I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Goodbye. Hey everyone, so before we end of this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Rushal Patel for using my discount code at Speedcube Shop. He ordered quite a bit of stuff actually, starting out with a bunch of lube with some lunar lube and a lightspeed lube bundle and also some weight 5 and Cosmos. Additionally, he also ended up getting a Supernova Ausu WRM 4x4 and also 2 Cosmic MGC Elite 2x2s, which is my current main 2x2. Anyway, thanks a lot for using my discount code and I really hope you enjoy your package. Thanks a lot for watching again and goodbye.